Honestly taking things very light, very light. Kodwa ke continue. It's fine, continue. Utata yena uyabhatala. When you are gambling with your own life. Continue, my dear. We shall all reap the fruits of our labor. Let's try to look into those problems and see how far we can go with that. The quality is not right here. Quality, it's never and ever right. And I don't know what causes that. There it is. Alright, let us try to look into these problems. We have 3 minus root x, 3 plus root x. We want to simplify that. We will remove the brackets by multiplication, of course. We will get 9 plus 3 root x minus 3 root x minus x, because square root of x multiplied by the square root of x, the answer is x. You are positive and you are negative, you will cancel one another. We are left with 9 minus x. That becomes the solution to that problem. Just a basic thing that requires that you know how to remove the brackets by multiplication using the distributive law, and then when you are done with that, everything is fine. Looking at grouping your like terms, this is positive, this is negative, they will cancel, and then you have your 9 minus x. And 2 marks are being provided for that in Technical Mathematics grade 11. And then in 1.1.2, we have 3 exponent x, 2 3 exponent x. This has been divided by 10 divided by 27 exponent x. The first thing that I will do here, I have a fraction by a fraction separated by addition. I will take out an LCD. Sorry, there's a 3 there. My LCD will be 3x. This is very good. This into this goes once. 1 times 3, it's 3. This into this goes once. 1 times 2, it's 2. And all this is being divided by 10. Divide. 27 can be written as 3 exponent 3 raised to an exponent of x. And when that is done, 3 plus 2, that is 5, divided by 3, 3x, divide by 10, this is 3 times x, this is 3x. And then when I'm here, I will change division to multiplication. I will leave this one. Change division to multiplication, you will take the reciprocal of that number, which is 3x over 10. You are denominator, you are numerator, you will go once. 5 divided by 10. What is this? I can divide both by 5. 5 into 5 goes once. 5 into 2, 5 into 10 goes 2 times. And then you get an answer of 1.5. Just a basic problem that requires that you understand whenever you have a fraction by a fraction separated by addition or subtraction, you take out an LCD, and then you just know that 27 can be changed writing that as an exponent with a base of 3, and then from there changing division to multiplication and taking the reciprocal of this, and then you are done. Something that requires practice, something that requires spending time on your books. And then we will go to 1.1.3. We have root 2, root 12 plus root 75 divided by root 6. And then when we are there, everything is still in peace. What we will do there, I will leave my root 2. Now with root 12, I'm looking for two factors. One of those factors must be a perfect square. That will be 4 times 3, because 4 times 3 is 12. Plus, with this one, I think it will be 25 times 3. Divide, this will be root 3 times 2. Knowing that, changing this into this into that, and this into this, there's a mark for that. There's a mark for that. Having my root 2, this is, I can rewrite this as root 4 times root 3. I can rewrite this as root 25 times root 3 all over root 3 times root 2. I can rewrite all this like this. This is grade 9, grade 10 basic root problems. I have my root 2. There's a common factor here, which is root 3. Or you can say the square root of 4 is 2. You have your root 3. The square root of 25 is 5. You have your root 3. All over root 2 times root 3, because with multiplication I can swap as I wish. This into this will go once. I'm taking this to this side. You have your root 3, which is common on both. You will take that out because this is now gone. You are taking root 3 as a common factor here. You are left with 2 plus. You took out root 3 here. You are left with 5. Divide on the denominator root 3, because root 2 cancelled with root 2. And then from there, another cancelling takes place, because there's multiplication and division with the brackets. And then you are left with an answer of 7. Because 5 plus 2 is 7. Just a basic problem that requires that you know how to deal with the roots, and then you know that when you break 12 into two factors, one of those factors must be a perfect square, and then you are done with this. Basic problems that you guys couldn't solve on the exam. A basic thing, after we have dealt with so many problems, somebody cannot still solve that problem. Cannot solve that problem. Are you going to school, Goms? Or we are Kashaman?
Nicholas got 8 until 11. Then PAT
Right. Let's go to 1.1.4. But before we go to 1.1.4, can you please shoot this? Right, coming to this side, and we are looking at log 5, 1 over 5, log 5, 30, minus log 5, 6. I know how to deal with this. I can rewrite this as log 5, 5 minus 1, this, plus, I can still have my log 5, 30, minus log 5, 6. I know when I add, I multiply. When I subtract, I divide. I'll write my log 5. When I add, I multiply 5 minus 1 times 30. When I subtract, I divide by 6. This is the same as 1 over 5 times 30 divided by 6. This is the same as 30 over 5 divided by 6. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is 6 divided by 6, which is log 5 base 1, which is what? What is this? I don't know if that is 0. 0. Where's your final answer? To prove, you can just insert that on a calculator. It will give you that 0. And then you are done. You are completely done. Just a basic problem that requires that one understands the fundamentals that governs the logs. When I add, I multiply. When I subtract, I divide. And then when you have found your answer, you take this back on the calculator and see whether it will give you exactly that. And then you are done. You are completely done. And then we continue with that. We continue with that. Right? It's new shooter. Right? Let's continue. They say to us, we should prove that 5 mark 2 log 1 minus log 3 minus log 2 all being divided by log 36. The answer is -1. 5 mark for that. We should prove that. Okay. I know that all the bases here it's 10 if it is not written. But I know that, okay, I have 2 and also it's 10 there. I know that I have 2. Log. When I subtract, I divide. I will have 1 divided by 3 divided by 2. All over log. What is 36? 36 is 6 squared. And it? And it 36. Going up with 36. Is it not 6 squared? Yes, 36 is 6 squared because 6 squared it's 36. Alright? So this is what I have. And I will say 2 the log of what is 1/3 divided by 2. This is the same as 1/3 times the reciprocal, that will be 1/2. And this is being divided. I can take this to this side, 2 log 6. And then when that is done, I can continue and say I have 2 log of 1 over 6, because this is 1 over 6 all over 2 log 6, and this 2 and that 2 goes once into each other. You are left with log 1 over 6 divided by log 6. This I can rewrite as log 6 to power minus 1 all over log 6. Take this to the other side, negative log 6 all over log 6, with an answer of negative 1. Therefore, I have proved that left hand side equals the right hand side. 5 mark is provided for that. The yellow 5 mark. The yellow 5 mark is provided for that. For just understanding that, 5 mark is provided. It is entirely provided for us. And then we go to question 2, where we have solve for x.